things here.
Okay. So Burger King has entered the chat again. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday or Sunday, depending on your time zone. So let's get into it.
In Kuwait, it's the BK King Royal meal. Oh my gosh. This is like the nashi of Kuwait, okay? But it's very messy.
I'm sorry, but that looks completely disgusting. I could not eat that. No, thank you.
Oh my gosh, it's so messy. And the cheese always sticks to the wrapper. But other than that, it is slay. Okay?
You are 40 years old. It is against the law to use the word slay in a sentence, so please stop.
Anyways, look at these curly fries. Just look at them. Whoops. And I made my own plate of mayo chup.
That is...
Excuse,
I'm about to hurl, vomit, puke. What? That is a lot of mayo. I mean, ketchup, okay. But the way... she literally has it, like, you know how the hummus, like you buy the hummus at the store, and it has like the little bell pepper garnish in the middle? That's what I guess she's trying to make it look like. That is some obese behavior right there. What?
with Coke Zero.
Oh, look. Oh, I thought it was a complete Coke. It's a Coke Zero. She's doing her part right there.
So the double chicken, this is like a double chicken royal, but the VK Royal, they add like a special sauce. And it's like a Big Mac sauce, I think. Onions and pickles.
Sauce.
2 chicken patties and lots of cheese.
I've had, like, because I mean, I don't eat takeout a lot. I've had the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hello. I've had the Burger King chicken sandwich before. I think they have the worst chicken sandwich. Just their chicken in general is disgusting. I don't like the flavor. I don't like the texture. It's gross. I'm not surprised Chantal likes it.
It's just phenomenal. It's chef's kiss. It's so good.
No, it's not.
All right, let's
it's
have a curly fry.
Ew,
Beef bite.
disgusting.
And the
Gag
mayo
me
chip.
with the spoon.
Oh my gosh. We're so hot.
Oh man, I'm gonna barf. Like literally, I
Sorry,
can't.
baby, no,
Like
you can't eat.
mayo. The only mayo that I will eat is Kewpie. If I eat mayo on a sandwich, that's the only one that I like. That's the Japanese mayo. I don't like Best Foods, like American mayo. I don't like any of that. It's just, I can't. The taste, I don't like it. And the fact that she's just dipping it in the mayonnaise, I can't. And I mean, I understand that people do like mayo as a dip. But if you do, I suggest the Kewpie, the Japanese mayo. Oh,
This one.
I can't. Oh my goodness, I can't. I don't even know if I can watch this now that she's doing that.
Wow.
Literally.
Curly fry. I love curly fries, and they're spicy.
Oh.
Oh, they're seasoned.
I can't. Oh no.
Lipstick goes on. Lipstick comes off.
I'm sorry, like, if I seem like out of control or weird, but that's like, you know how there's like, you have certain like things that trigger you that are just like give you the heebie-jeebies, whatever. Mayo is one of mine. Like, I just can't.
All right, yalla, bismillah. Wow,
Oh man,
it's huge.
that's what she said.
I won't and I don't, but I could eat this every day. Wow.
And I do, and I like, because my last video of Chantal, people were asking, is the video sped up? I do speed it up a little bit because I just like to watch it in just normal motion is torture, so I speed it up so I don't subject you guys to, you know, the longer version of the chews, if you catch my drift. So that's, yeah, it is sped up, like to 1.25, I believe.
Every time I get one of these long chicken sandwiches, I kind of have
Long
like
chicken sandwich.
flashback.
Does that sound appetizing to anybody? Every time I get one of these long chicken sandwiches, yuck.
Before I was doing YouTube,
You were doing porn.
I used to live in a place near a Burger King. Live in an apartment. Well, I had a car, so.
Oh man, the Mayo. Oh.
And I would go on like late night Burger King runs.
I can't even watch this. I'm like looking away.
And I had no choice but to go to this Burger King because it was the one that was like open.
What do you mean you had no choice? Excuse me. You said you had a car. So what do you mean you had no choice? Like you have a choice and you have a car. So come on.
And the other BKs were not open.
Then don't go.
When I would get a craving for BK. So, I always go through the drive-thru. And at night, the night shift, this guy.
You know what the one craving I get, like when it comes to junk food, I don't know if I've said this before, there's like cravings that I get. I get a craving every once in a while for like some good French fries. French fries and ketchup, yum. Or a Slurpee from 7-Eleven. A cherry Slurpee. That's like my favorite thing. I've actually thought about, I talked to my son about this. My husband was like, no, of buying a Slurpee machine and putting it in the kitchen. But no, that would just like feed into my craving, which would become a problem.
It was always working. Why are there a few regular fries? Oh. There's like a few regular fries mixed in. Anyway. And this guy, I hated going to the Burger King. Like, I dreaded it, but, like, my cravings got the best of me. I was obsessed with the original chicken sandwiches at the time.
They're horrible. Wait, is this the story time? In the title, what's the title? Burger King Double Chicken Royale Mukbang and Story Time. The story time is about another chicken sandwich from Burger King. You are so interesting, Chantal. What a life you have led.
But I hated going because the guy working that shift,
he wanted you.
Was so grumpy.
Probably because you were coming in every day.
He didn't even say like welcome to Burger King. He would just like
he's like probably you again.
Every time, at least like 5 minutes. So I had to be like hello when I would drive up to the drive-thru.
He's probably like this bitch
and he would
again.
Be like, he didn't say welcome to Burger King, can I take your order kind of thing. He didn't even say, like, he was just like,
you're a weirdo.
Hello.
You're Karen, did you call corporate and complain he didn't say hello to you? And like, welcome to Burger King? You're that type. What's the corporate number? That's Chantal.
So I placed my order. And he just like, when I would go up to the window, he wouldn't come take my money for like another like 10 minutes.
What are you, butthurt over it?
When I did come, he didn't say anything. He would just be like, he had the most miserable look on his face. And what I remember from him, he had like, I don't know how this is significant, but he had like black hair on his head and a bright orange like mustache. And he would wear his BK like uniform, like a little unbuttoned, and he had like bright orange chest hair.
Who remembers this? Like, either the guy didn't personally like you because you were there every freaking day, or you're upset at him because he didn't ask you out, Chantal. Which one is it? Because according to you, everybody in the drive-thru wants you. another thing, like the stories, like she's like a normal 40-year-old woman would have, stories, of things that have happened, in their lifetime. At 40, Chantal is talking about the guy in the Burger King drive-through that offended her because he didn't say welcome to Burger King. That's like the story that she's talking. I mean, come on.
So one night,
and the fact that she remembers this.
Every time he would hand me something through the window, like my change or whatever, he'd slam the window back. So then...
Excuse me, those windows, sometimes they don't purposely slam those windows. It's set like on a roller that automatically shuts to keep the air, like, it clean and from bugs and things from going in. So I don't think he probably slammed that on purpose.
One night, I could, like, hear people in the kitchen, like, I ordered my chicken sandwich while I'm waiting. I can hear people in the kitchen, like, laughing and, like,
that ketchup,
talking loud. Probably just hired, like, a bunch of young teenagers.
You are such a pig, Chantal. You have, like, absolutely no manners, decorum, anything.
Can I get my order?
Sick. Embarrassing.
I got all the way home. Unpacked my food. I kid you not, there's like a bite taken out of the chicken patty. Not the buns, just the chicken patty.
They did that shit on purpose because you were there every night. That's why.
And, like a perfect bite mark.
Oh.
I didn't bother going back. The worst part is I actually ate it anyways.
Oh my.
Like, I just, like, cut around the mouth part and, like, inspected it, but I ate it anyway. I don't think I would do that now, but I must have been desperate.
We mean must have been. You still are. Get out of here. What?
I felt hated against. Like, it was personal or something.
I mean,
like, maybe Copper Stash man was asking them to bite my burger.
So obviously the people at this Burger King had something against you because you were going there every night. I mean, that says a lot, Chantal. Like, you have like this pattern of people doing things to you. I wonder why that could be. Get a clue.
When I think of it now, like, what else did they do to my food?
Oh man, I don't even want to know. That's the one thing I've learned is do not mess with the people that cook your food because let me just tell you, they do stuff to people's food. The best movie I think that kind of shows this, what's the movie called? Has Ryan Reynolds in it. Waiting. That's what it's called. One of my favorite movies. There's a scene because the lady is like a biatch and she sent the food back and they do all this kind of crap to their food. Believe me, this does occur in some restaurants. So be warned if you send your food back to the kitchen. That sandwich actually...
Back then I used to get no onions on everything. Now
that looks like she combined two sandwiches. Not the bread, but the... Because she said there's 2 chicken patties. Why does that look like there's like 4 chicken patties in that sandwich?
Onions on everything.
Doesn't it? That looks like more than 2 patties. Ew. I can't watch this. I'm looking away. So that's the story time, how they like literally messed with you at the Burger King?
Anyway.
You know what, Chantal, why don't you tell the story about what happened to you in high school? I remember you saying that there was something that happened to you by a group of people that really traumatized you and messed with you. Why don't you tell that story of what exactly? You said you didn't even tell your mother what happened. I don't even know if that's true. It seems like a story from that movie, is it Prom Night, I believe, from the 80s? 70s or 80s. Yeah, I'd like to know that story. Why don't you have a story time about that? Dogs are barking again. Sorry about that.
All my haters are going to be like, we stand Copper Stash.
No, it's not even that. It's just, it proves to me and probably everybody else that we're not just out here being mean to you and, you know, talking crap about you and, you know, just doing all this kind of stuff because just for no reason. Clearly, you have a pattern of doing things to people or irritating people or being rude to people, being a bitch to people, whatever the case might be, and then people react to you. There's a pattern there, Chantal, with you. So that's what that proves to me.
So I actually like stopped going there, and I think I ended up going to Wendy's.
So what, you started going there every night?
So good. By the way, update with Simpsons donuts.
Let me guess, you Karen'd out and sent it back. And like, by the way, what time, I have a question because I didn't really pay attention. What time did she order those donuts? Was it like late at night or something? Because obviously they're not cooking donuts 24/7, so they probably would be stale if it's close to the time of closing. So that's probably your fault for ordering donuts at midnight.
We couldn't get a hold of anybody. The store was closed. And for some reason, like, there's not an option to chat. So there was no option to chat because it said like the window to complain, like time has elapsed. The window to complain is closed. Next time, try complaining earlier. Whatever.
Donut shop.
I didn't want to fight with it. He didn't want to fight with it. So,
I mean, how petty can you be to order donuts and literally fight about it? That another point of why people probably dislike you, Chantal, and why the Burger King guy fucked with you, Chantal. Like, who does that? Only like crappy people do that stuff to mess with workers at restaurants. You're that type.
I said, well, we shouldn't waste them. We should try to make them edible. I remember saying somebody, why is our fruit fly harassing me? I remember somebody saying in the chat, in my live stream, try like nuking them. Try heating them in the microwave.
No, you know what? Here's my recipe for stale donuts. Like if you have Krispy Kreme, if you have stale like donuts like that, you can make a bread pudding out of those. It's delicious. That's what you do with stale donuts. Just follow the recipe of your favorite bread pudding, but instead of bread, use the donuts.
I call microwaving nuking. Try nuking them for a few seconds or whatever. So we did that. And it actually greatly improved the quality of the big ones. The cheesecake one, nuked, was pretty good. The small ones were just too stale. And the bumpy orange one, again, not bad. Had like an orangey taste, orange cream. The bumps were like little Rice Krispie kind of things.
You know, I was thinking about it when she posted that because she was saying it's Simpsons donut. We actually have the actual Simpsons donut place out here. It's in, I don't know if it's in Universal City Walk or in Universal Studios itself. I was thinking about going out there and getting one of those donuts, but I don't know. If I have time this week, maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see.
But I was bad, and I shared the donuts with him.
What do you mean
So I thought for sure today when I took my blood.
What do you mean you shared the donuts with him? So those huge donuts, how many? There was 2 giant ones and then 2 regular sized ones. Those were all for you, Chantal? Wow. Way to go, diabetes.
My blood sugar, it would be at least like, it would be through the roof. It was 8.6.
I don't believe that at all.
8.6 for a normal person is high because fasting, a normal person would have a blood sugar of like 5 or something like that. But considering my blood sugar used to be like 25.
Wow. You know what? She's messing with the insulin dosage, and she's eating whatever she wants. And then at night, whenever she decides to go to sleep, she's probably giving herself the nighttime dosage. So when she goes to sleep and then she wakes up, it might be lower. I don't think it's, like 8. I don't know. Well, I don't know. She would have to prove it. I don't believe that. But that's probably why her blood sugar is dropping. But it doesn't matter because that's going to cause some damage, the food and whatever that she's eating. And eventually she's going to plateau and she's going to have another ERBs.
That's pretty good, especially after eating donuts. But I am on medication and stuff.
She's stupid.
I don't plan on eating sweets like that all the time.
You shouldn't be eating that at all.
Once in a while, maybe.
No. And like, if you're gonna, like, I understand, because like I said, my husband's diabetic. He will have a sweet once in a while, not all the time, but not that amount. There's a difference between having, like, he might have a half a donut if my kids buy donuts, because I don't buy donuts, and that's it. He's not eating like a gigantic donut times 2 and then 2 regular sized donuts. That doesn't make sense. So you taking the insulin, Chantal, doesn't counteract what you were eating. You can't eat that way. It's going to damage you or increase the damage that you already have. I can't believe she ate that whole bowl of mayonnaise. Yuck.
I don't eat all night like I used to.
Sure.
For example.
Well, the scale says you do. And visually, we can see that you do. So that's a lie.
When I was weighing like 166 kg plus, I was eating, like, I remember weighing myself sometimes here, and I was really high up there in weight.
Look at like right now, you're sitting there talking. Look at the size of your hands. They are swollen. You are retaining so much fluid. I don't know how you are not in pain. Just the burning sensation. I can't even imagine if my hands were that swollen.
You know, I haven't bought Indomie in forever. Like, I used to eat packs of Indomie at night before bed, just like eating, tons of food.
You still do?
I haven't done that in a long time.
Nobody believes you.
I'll usually have like a snack, maybe some sunflower seeds.
Oh, Lord. The sunflower seeds again.
Pickles. I love eating just pickles. I know I gotta watch the sodium, but I don't pig out. Like, I know I have to watch the sodium, but this Burger King meal doesn't have that much sodium in it. You make no sense, Chantal. Binge on things at night like I used to. I used to eat like
what you ate right now was a binge
with cheese, like those little cheese portions. We don't buy them anymore because, excuse me, they're like a red light for me, a big red light. I used to eat about, I don't know, a lot per night.
I mean, I would rather you eat the cheese than eat a Burger King meal. Like, which one do you think is healthier, Chantal? I mean, you shouldn't have either, but if you had to make a choice, the cheese is probably healthier.
Probably like 7 a night with about little bags of chips and 3 packets of Indomie. And that would be like my
Oh,
nightly
I couldn't.
what I would have
The
at night.
stomach ache I would
And
have
of
from that.
course, that's so much sodium, that's so much like calories at one time. And I don't eat like that at night anymore. So, I kind of just like, yeah, I kind of eat what I want, like for dinner, like Burger King, whatever I want.
Wow.
But
And
I don't.
I thought you were supposed to go to the obesity class and then nutrition class. If you would have done that, you would have learned that you cannot eat what you want.
Eat, like I said, like that anymore. So, would I like to? Yeah, sometimes I do. But it doesn't really enter my head lately, which, alhamdulillah.
And what makes her dangerous too as well, and I'm going to keep saying it, I'm going to say it again. She's on here as a diabetic on insulin and whatever other diabetic drugs she's taking, talking about how low her blood sugar is whilst eating this Burger King and a bowl full of mayonnaise. Now, a person that might be impressionable will watch her, that's also diabetic, that might not have access to a doctor or information about diabetes, is going to say, oh, well, Chantal, her blood sugar's low and she's eating what she wants to eat. And then they're going to follow what Chantal is doing. And it could be deadly. That's why I don't agree with you, Chantal, talking about your diabetes and then eating like this on camera. It's not only deadly for you, it's deadly for the public. Stop doing it.
Makes it easier, but I do miss Indomie sometimes, but I don't know. I've eaten so much of it that, yeah, that's a danger zone. That's a definite red light for me. Those instant noodles, they're so good. And I didn't just make them with like water. I made them with like cream and butter
Yuck.
and tomato
Cream and butter.
sauce and cheese. Just made them extra fattening. So I don't do that anymore. I think that's why I've been maintaining.
The only way I've seen, like I've watched videos on people like putting vegetables and meat and things like that. The only other fattening way that I've seen somebody make ramen is like somebody, I think they were from Hawaii or Samoa, I can't remember. They made it with like a little bit of peanut butter and mayonnaise and they mixed it in there. And it didn't taste that bad. It kind of tasted like noodles with the peanut sauce. I've seen, that's like the only other fattening way I've seen ramen prepared, like just like, at home ramen stuff. I've never heard of putting cream and stuff in there. I don't know. Chantal's in love with the cream. Chantal's in love with dairy products.
Like around 150, no more than like 152 kg lately, because I don't eat like that at night. So, but anyway, so that's that. So my blood sugar was pretty good. I had those donuts, and then I actually ended up we were hungry because we stayed up. Our sleep pattern is so weird.
Because you have no jobs.
I think it's because, like, my audience.
Your sleep pattern is weird because you both have no jobs, as well as you both do nothing all day. So of course your sleep pattern would be weird.
Is like on a different time schedule. Excuse me. So my upload schedule is kind of late, and I go live late because that's when you guys are available. Also, the summer, the heat, like during the day, it's just like.
Who's your target audience, Chantal? That's why you go live late. It's because the majority of your viewers are American, so you know exactly who you're targeting. But yet you talk trash on Americans and America itself. F you.
No point in even like being out there between like 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try to go for walks around 4:30.
Sure.
Like after like post Fajr time, and then it's usually in the low 30s the temperature, but at night it's still over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and I can't can't walk in that. It's just not, it's too dangerous for somebody like me. Like, I don't do well in the heat. I can feel my blood pressure rising when I'm in that kind of heat for too long, and I'm diabetic, so I dehydrate quicker.
She's gonna use the heat, and I'm diabetic excuse from this point on, in order to get out of doing things. That's the new excuse.
Dangerous, and it's just not enjoyable for me whatsoever. I'm sorry you didn't get any double chicken royale. Oh my goodness. So
you sound crazy.
That's that. Anyway, this was the double chicken royal. It always arrives fresh and hot. The fries, the curly fries, they're always so fresh and hot. There must be a Burger King around here. And the double chicken royal with the sauce and the onions, they're just like, the white onions are not strong. They just add like a crunch and a bit of flavor. These are, and Burger King pickles are my favorite pickles. Even better than...
Who says that? Burger King pickles are my favorite pickles. Who says that? You're 40. Like, what 40-year-old woman is out there saying, Burger King pickles are my favorite? You are weird as F.
McDonald's pickles. So, yeah, that's about it, I guess. That was it. The 2 chicken patties, it's very filling, so... I'm satisfied. I'm not like super full, but this is the first meal of the day, and I was so hungry. So hungry.
You don't know what hunger is.
Anyway, that was delicious. So, yeah. So that's about it for now. Thank you for having dinner with me, and I'll see you the next.
Okay, so that was horrible. So this girl or woman is not full from the bowl of mayonnaise, curly fries, and that giant sandwich. Oh well. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. So I'll see you when I see ya. Bye.